There are three phases to speaking confidently in English. They are body, sound, and mind. Now for the body, speaking English confidently depends on your body language. For sound, speaking English confidently depends on your tone and pace. And for the mind, speaking English confidently depends on your idea and focus. And today I will teach you how to properly do all three phases. Welcome to Speak English with Tiffani. I am teacher Tiffani. Let's jump right in. Phase number 1, the body. Body language is a language without spoken words. Another term for it is non-verbal communication. This is a very important aspect of speaking confidently in English because English includes many gestures, movements, and expressions. Now, to break this phase down, there are three different parts of the body that we want to focus on: your eyes, your smile, and your hands. So let's start with your eyes. The first thing you want to do is make eye contact. You see, eye contact is one form of non-verbal communication. It is believed to be one of the biggest influences on the way people respond. When a person makes eye contact, it indicates that they are focused. Let's look at it in more detail. You see, for the first starred detail we want to see, it shows that you are confident in what you are saying to others. So, when you make eye contact, you actually look more confident. Second, it encourages people to trust what you are saying to them. When you look someone in the eye, they feel like what you are saying is actually trustworthy or worthy of their trust. This is why it's so important to make eye contact when you are speaking, okay? Let's keep going. Let's give them a nose though. All right, let's keep going. So the third thing is it helps you to connect with the person who is listening to you. The connection part is very important. You see, confidence is not just about an individual. It relates to those who you are speaking to, okay? So if you make eye contact, you can connect with them. And fourth, it helps you to engage and get the undivided attention of others. Now, this word engage just means to get the attention or to involve, okay? So, get attention. Let's put this here. To get the attention or to involve someone, okay? Now, undivided. This just means not divided, okay? It means not divided. So why do we use this expression undivided attention? It means that the people you are talking to will be completely focused on you as you speak to them, okay? Total focus on you. So again, undivided attention. We actually use this expression a lot in class when we speak to our students. So when I taught children, I would say, I need your undivided attention. I need you to focus on me. And eye contact actually helps people to give you their undivided attention. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is smile. Smile at them. You see, smiling is another form of non-verbal communication. It can make you feel better, happier, and more positive about yourself. So, when you smile while speaking, it affects you and the person you are speaking to. So, let's look at 4 key points for this part. You see, first, it makes other people around you feel more relaxed, which leads to trust. Relaxed just means more comfortable, and it leads to trust. So when the person you're speaking to is relaxed, it actually affects you and makes you feel more confident. Next, it says it has been proven to lower your blood pressure when you smile. In other words, it will help you to stop feeling nervous. So remember, When you don't feel nervous, it actually means that you are confident. So, smiling helps to eliminate the nervousness and makes you feel more confident. All right, next. Smiling makes people feel that you are more confident, like I stated before, which also helps you believe in yourself. A lot of times as an English learner, you feel a little bit shy or embarrassed because of your English ability. But smiling actually helps you to feel more confident. All right, and the last thing is, it makes it easier for people to approach you and talk with you. Now, approach just means come up to you. Okay, come up to you. Think about when you see a foreigner or an English speaker, a native English speaker, and you want to speak to them. If you walk up to them, you are approaching them. Okay, walking up to them or approaching them. Okay, all right, so let's keep going to the next one. Hands. Now you want to use your hands. You see, using your hands when speaking is one of the best ways to communicate properly with people. It helps you to convey your points clearly and keep the attention of the person you are speaking to. So the first key here is it helps the people you are speaking to visualize what you are saying. You see, in English, we use a lot of gestures. So visualizing just means to show what you are saying. So, for example, if you are talking to someone about 3 points that you have, instead of just saying point 1 or point 2 or point 3, you can actually use your hands to show how many points you have. Let's say I have 5 points. If you hold your hand up and say I have 5 points, now there's actually a visual connection and it shows that you are actually more confident, even though it's affecting that person. Okay, next, it shows the direction of the conversation. In other words, you can emphasize specific points. All of this is connected to your confidence because the person will have more confidence in what you are saying and affect you. Next, this is a warning. You have to remember not to fidget. This conveys a lack of confidence. This word fidget means to make small movements with your hand or body, okay? So making small movements with your hand or both hands, with your hands or body. So for example, think about a child in class and they keep snapping their finger or they keep tapping their desk while you're trying to teach or while you're trying to talk to them. This is called fidgeting. And as adults, it also happens, especially when you're nervous or not confident. So be very careful not to fidget. And the last warning is, remember that hiding your hands will make it hard for people to trust what you are saying. I know it seems kind of interesting. You see, if you put your hands in your pocket, or if you're standing and your arms are folded, people will have a tendency not to trust what you are saying. So, in order to help people trust you more, which will also lead to more confidence in what you are saying, don't put your hands in your pocket. And also don't fold your arms. Instead, leave your hands out and visually showing them what you are saying. Okay? All right, let's keep going to the next one. Phase 2. Now, phase 2 is sound. Tone and pace greatly affect your confidence. These two factors are just as important as the content you want to convey. Convey just means present or give. So, it is very important to use the sound of your voice properly when you want to speak confidently. Now, there are 3 parts to this as well: pace, stop, and silence. Keep going and you will really learn a lot about how to use this. So the first one is pace. Take your time speaking. The pace of your speech normally speeds up when you are nervous. So in order to speak confidently in English, you must control your pace. In other words, you must take your time when you are speaking. All right, the first thing to remember is it makes it easier for the audience to connect with your content. When you speak at a pace that is easy to follow, people think you are confident and they follow along with what you're saying. Then it also gives you time to organize your thoughts and give them clearly. Remember, in a previous video, you'll find the link in the top right, I told you all how to organize your thoughts. Now, when you're speaking, you need time to do that. So if you control your pace and take your time, you look confident, and it also gives you time to think. Next, it helps you to stay calm instead of feeling like you have to race through your conversation. You see what happened? Even when I speed up my speech, it doesn't feel as comfortable for you. So again, it helps you to stay calm. And last, it helps you to feel more confident because you can deliver your information in a clearer way. Now, I'll teach you this real quick. Deliver your information. This actually just means give or present information. Okay? So the way you deliver your information or give or present it to people. All right? So let's keep going to the next one. Now we have stop. Don't use fillers. Now, a filler is just now, I'm sure you guys have used these before because even native English speakers use them at times. They are called fillers. So once again, and okay? Filler words are commonly used to fill up the space in a conversation. They are used when it is hard to find anything else to say, but using them actually decreases your confidence. Here we go. Let's look at the first tip. They reveal that you don't know what to say next, which has a negative effect on the person you are speaking to. Remember, confidence is not just about you, it's about the listener who is listening to you. So when you use and a lot, they lose confidence in what you are saying. Moving on, you begin to use them more and more without realizing it. So it gets more dangerous the more you speak. Your confidence decreases and you start saying and instead of what you actually want to say. Then eliminating them will help you to think faster on your feet. Thinking faster on your feet means to think in the moment. Okay, you don't have any preparation, you don't have any time to organize your thoughts first, but being able to think in the moment and respond immediately, okay? And last, not using fillers will help you increase your confidence in your ability to formulate or make good responses in English. You see, this all affects your confidence and your speaking ability. All right, let's keep going. Now, the next one is silence. Be silent sometimes. Speaking confidently in English does not mean speaking nonstop. Instead, it means knowing when to speak and when not to speak. This is a technique that will truly help you speak with confidence. You see, it helps you to emphasize the most important parts of what you are saying, so the person listening to you can follow. It also gives you time to gather your thoughts. Now, this expression just means to organize or group your thoughts. Organize or group your thoughts. When you're silent, you can think, and the person listening to you can also think about what you're saying. It also gives the listener time to absorb the information that you are giving them. Absorb means to accept and understand. Accept and understand, okay? It gives them time to do that. And it also helps you to control the pace of the conversation and stay calm. It puts you in control instead of the other person, which will help you feel more confident. All right, so let's keep going. Phase 3. Phase 3 is the mind. The foundation for speaking confidently in English can be found in the mind. This is because the way you think affects your actions. If you can control your thoughts, organize your ideas, and focus, you will then experience true confidence. So there are 3 parts to the mind: focus, concise, and support. The first one is focus. You want to focus on your audience. As a speaker, it is important to remember to focus on your audience. You need to know who you are talking to and how you can connect your words and ideas to them. The first tip is it will help you to stop focusing on your own fears of speaking. A lot of times your confidence decreases because of your fear, but when you focus on the audience, you will lose that fear. You will also begin to think more about your ideas and how they connect with the person or persons you are speaking to. Instead of your fear, you're going to focus on the person and your ideas and how to actually match them together. And it will make them more comfortable, which will help you feel more comfortable as well, because they will feel important. And it will remind you of what is important. Basically, it will help you keep things in perspective as you speak. This means to look at the entire situation, okay, or the entire picture. So look at the entire situation and respond properly. This is what it means to keep things in perspective. Okay, let's keep going. Now we have concise. You want to simplify your idea. You see, it is important to remember that speaking simply and clearly conveys confidence. This technique shows that you are able to narrow down or simplify your ideas and select the most important one or ones. So this will actually make you remember what is important to say. It helps you to focus on your main idea. It also helps you to stop worrying about unimportant information. This will help you feel less confused or nervous. You see, a lot of times when you're preparing to say something, there are so many things that are going through your mind, and you want to say all of the things that are in your mind. You want to say every piece of information. But what happens is the person that is listening to you can get very confused, and they don't know exactly what you're talking about. But when you simplify your idea and focus on one thing, then the person begins to understand what you're saying and they are not confused. This is why it's important to simplify your idea. And it also makes it easier for you to prepare and think about what you want to say. When you simplify your idea, you can prepare better. Then it also helps you to express your idea using words that you know well. Many times students want to learn so many vocabulary words, and they continue to study the dictionary and study other things, and they learn many vocabulary words. But the problem is you don't use those vocabulary words. So instead of focusing on only learning more words, what you should do, like I mentioned in a previous video of learning 1,000 vocabulary words, is learn a group of words and then start using them. Then after you've used them a couple of times, move on to the next group and start using them instead of just memorizing over and over. All right, so let's keep going. And the final thing is support. You want to support your idea. In order to speak confidently, you must know what you want to say and the reasons why you want to say it. So, in other words, you must know how to support your ideas or opinions. Now, this actually reaffirms your position or idea. Okay? So, reaffirm just means to prove again, or you can also say that it means to emphasize, okay? To emphasize, okay? All right. It also helps you to organize your thoughts and to prepare for the next comments when you have support for your idea. Remember, this is all included with having confidence when you speak in English. And it gives a sense of order to what you are saying. In other words, it makes you seem like a smart English speaker. This is very key. When you're speaking in English, if you have support, the person listening to you really will see you as someone that is smart or a good English speaker, which will give you even more confidence. And it helps you to follow a sequence or order as you speak, which relaxes your mind. When you use a specific sequence, maybe 1, 2, 3, or A, B, C, or even first, second, and third, this actually helps to relax your mind and give you more confidence when you speak. And this is how you speak confidently in English. If you want to learn even more with me, Teacher Tiffani, go to speakenglishwithtiffani.com/ebooks to learn even more. And if you want to study more with video formats, go to speakenglishwithtiffani.com/courses to check out the different courses I have just for you. And look to your left and you will see the next English video lesson just for you. Remember to learn English and have fun doing it. I'll talk to you in the next video.